Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Good morning and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. We're going to make this morning one of our family's favorite salads. It's a broccoli cauliflower salad. And so I have already cut up a head of broccoli and a head of cauliflower and just broken that up into little pieces. I've also already chopped up or cut up in small slices 3 to 4 green onions. I'm going to add that to it. And then I cut up and fried about a pound of bacon, and that goes in it. Bacon makes everything better. And then I'm going to mix those together and then make the dressing that's going to go on this salad. Okay, for the dressing, I need 3/4 cup of mayo. You can use Miracle Whip if you like Miracle Whip better. And 1/4 cup of sour cream. And to that I'm going to add some sugar. I'm going to add about 1/4 cup and a tablespoon of sugar. And then I need some vinegar to make it that sweet and sour, and I need 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, and that's just distilled vinegar. It's not cider vinegar. Okay, so I'm going to mix those together. Now I do like to, this has ramen noodles, uncooked ramen noodles in it that I'm not going to add until just a few minutes before we serve it, but I do like to get the Asian style. And I've already crushed these up, so I'm going to put those in the bowl to set aside for later. But I like to take the packet of seasoning from the Asian ramen and just take a little bit of that and add it to our dressing. You don't want to use the whole package. That would be pretty overpowering. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit hard to find the Asian style ramen, and normally I have to go with the off-brand because the stores around here don't seem to carry the Asian. They just chicken and beef. Okay, so that's all there is to the dressing. You can add salt and pepper if you would like, just enough to season to your taste. And so I'm going to dump this over, stir it in. Just before serving, I'm going to add the ramen, and sometimes I also like to add the sunflower meats if you can find them, and it would take just a couple of tablespoons of those. That's all there is to this salad. Hello and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. We're going to make a dish tonight, and we're going to have it for supper, but it's one that I made when I had my students make some when I was teaching. It's a very easy casserole or hot dish, and we called it, when we were making it, we called it just Pizza Hot Dish. Now you can call it Meat Lovers Pizza Hot Dish, Pizza Hot Dish, just Meat Lovers Hot Dish, Meat Lovers Casserole, whatever. But really the neat thing about this casserole is that anything you enjoy on your pizza, you could technically put into this casserole. Now in my pan, I have some of the things we like on our pizza. We like hamburger and Italian sausage, a little bit of onion, and some salt and pepper. So that's cooking up until it browns. I'm also going to, in my pasta pot back here, I'm going to add some penne pasta and cook it. Now you can also use just elbow macaroni or other types of pasta as well. So again, that's a personal preference. Now, there is a way to do this. I'm going to do it in the oven just because I like it quick to be a little quicker. But you can actually, if you have time, do this in the crock pot. The only difference is that when you combine everything, you don't cook your pasta noodles, but you add those in uncooked to your crock pot, and then it takes it 2 to 3 hours in the crock pot. This will take about a half an hour in the oven once I combine it, but I have to cook my pasta, okay? So the other ingredients besides my cooked pasta that I will add in some Italian seasoning, some tomato sauce, some pizza sauce, and some tomato paste, some pepperoni, and then a combination of mozzarella cheese and cheddar cheese. So those will all be ready to combine in my big bowl and then put in my sprayed casserole once the hamburger and meat combination is browned up and then drained. So I will come back when I'm ready to start combining. Okay, so I have browned the meat combination that I have of Italian sausage and hamburger with my onion and my salt and pepper. Now I'm ready to start dumping the other ingredients into my pot, and then I will cook my pasta. The water's not quite ready, so I'm adding 1 can, and I cut my recipe in half, but so it would call for 2 cans of tomato sauce. It would call for 2 containers of spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce. When my kids made this at school, I did sometimes have them mix half spaghetti sauce and half pizza sauce, just because we like the flavor that it gave us. Okay, and then I need to add a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And a half a cup of water. And I'm going to use just half of this container of tomato paste. So if you were making the full recipe, you would use the whole container. Over here. You can put mushrooms in this. You could put peppers in it. Again, anything you like in your pizza or on your pizza. Okay, so I'm also going to add just a few pepperoni in because we like pepperoni pizza. And the cheese, when it's time for the cheese, I will add some in with the pasta and the meats, and I will then cover it with cheese as well. So I'm going to stir those together and then wait for my pasta to get done. And like I said, if you're going to do this in a lined crock pot, then you wouldn't have to wait for your pasta to cook. You just have to wait for the whole thing to get done because the pasta would go in uncooked. So my water's just about to boil, so I can do my pasta and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so our pasta is tender. I'll get it drained here and I'll dump it in with the meat sauce. A couple of noodles hiding. Right, my pasta in. Stir that up. And then I'm going to add my cheese, and I'm just going to do about half of the cheese in the hot dish, and then I'll cover it with a combination of the rest of the other half of the cheese. Okay. I've sprayed my 9x13 already. I'm preheating my oven to 350. So this would be one of those casseroles, if you chose to do it in the crock pot, that you could throw on late afternoon and not have to think much about it. or you can do it like I would rather do it and just sorry, our air conditioner guy's still not here and that window unit was blowing. You can do it like I choose to do it and just mix it up as it is. So I'm going to dump this into my casserole. And for the most part, I cut this recipe in half, and you can see if you make it in a casserole instead of in your crock pot, that it makes a really good size hot dish. Okay, now I'm going to put the last of my cheeses on. My cheddar. There's my mozzarella. Okay, you could also put in a little bit or use a little bit of Parmesan if you want to, or you can just add that when you serve it, or not at all. So, pizza hot dish, meat lovers pizza hot dish, ready to go in the oven. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.